Hello everybody, it's SWTOR here again, and we're taking a look at Star Wars of the Old Republic. Is it worth playing in 2018? Well, as of June 2018, I don't think so. I think the game is done. I think that even the BioWare influences that they have under their wing are done. Some of them do make videos still, and a large percentage of them are not even streaming Star Wars. Example, Kid Lee, I went to watch that guy yesterday. He was playing Jurassic World or something, and that's not Star Wars. And they seem to tell us to tune into media and stuff like that, like Twitch. I don't see them doing anything. Let's dive over and have a look at these forums. These are the official forums on the Star Wars website. Let's see if they say anything good. Remember, the guys that are writing in these forums are actually paid subscribers. And I just don't think there's many of them left. Let's have a look. As you can see here, on the right hand side of the screen, it's got somebody asking about server transfers. There's only 2 servers. There should have been 1. That was one of the biggest mistakes that they made, was having 2 servers in the same data center. It was a bad move. Now, someone's saying a final goodbye. I mean, that's another subscriber going. What else have we got here? Subs broken or game closing. I mean, they had a problem with their subscriber service, and there's nothing. And as you can see there's end of June, no new content with a question mark, and this is by a subscriber, you know, challenging BioWare. What's up with no new content? I don't even want to get involved with that post. As you can see there's a lot of stuff from subscribers. They have a fair reason to post this type of stuff. The game is finished. It's done. Let's have a look at the roadmap that they put out for summer 2018. Okay, and a roadmap normally would show what you're doing for the summer, and this is a content type based thing that should be in roadmaps. You know, things to keep people around, things to get people into the game. Well, not this game. They are now talking about quality of life improvements. Wouldn't you be doing this anyway, since this is a subscription based game? I mean, why even put this type of stuff in a roadmap? It's irrelevant. You do this anyway. That's horrible putting that in there. It doesn't want me to come back to the game. Let's scroll down a bit. As you can see here, we've now got game update 5.91. called Solo Fun. So all I did was put on a couple of timers for double CXP, XP, blah blah blah, and they brought back a repeat event that doesn't come back very, very often, but there's nothing new in it. And also, as you can see below that, if you're a subscriber by a certain amount, they're trying to get people back. You got a horrible mount. It looks like trash. I mean, for free, I guess people can't complain, but would I want to subscribe just to get that? Not a hope in hell. That's a piece of trash. Okay, as you can see at the bottom of the page here, there is a thing called player versus player. and for the content, that's what they're doing, and that's probably hitting in July, as they stated, probably late July, because they like to bring things out as long as they can. This has been a long time coming. This type of thing should come in every 3 months. A lot of content, because remember, this is a subscription-based MMO, so you should be having constant content. But they seem to think like once a year you can bring out one thing. Doesn't quite work like that, and the numbers are showing that, because they have lost faith. You know, or even the player base has lost faith in BioWare. Okay, so that's good for the PvPers. Let's get beyond that in July. Okay, remember now is June, so the following month might be some PvP stuff only. Okay, beyond September. Okay, for our story and PvE players, you have not been forgotten, and coming this fall, along with the return of some very cool companions. Well, hang on a minute. Are they trying to pass this off as content? These are companions that we already had. So that's pretty annoying. That's not content. It's pretty crappy actually. And big updates for guilds. Okay. Now that is not content either. That is just structuring the game. That should be done anyway. Working around with what limitations that's already in the game, they change it to fit a better game that should have been done a long time ago. But hey, let's move on from that. And they're going to introduce a new storyline. It's going to, kick off with a new set of challenges and adventures that will continue into the new year. So I'm guessing this would be late November, even mid-December, until you see anything like this. So that's pretty dry content, isn't it? I don't see much there at all, apart from that at the end of the year. And it tells us to keep our eyes on Twitch, social media, and the forums as we continue to release more details around each update. Well, the thing is, I've been going to Twitch streams for some time, and the influencers that I know that are influencers are not even streaming Star Wars, as I noted before in this video. Kiddly is streaming other games. Maybe one day a week he might be doing Star Wars, but I don't like to hold my breath. I'm not going to follow a person that's apparently an influencer who doesn't even stream the game to influence the players to come into the game, to influence the content for current and returning players. Okay, let's move on from that. Feel free to reach out with questions. As always, we're listening and learning from you. Well, that's strange. I know plenty of people that have sent Eric Musco personal emails about issues in the game and so on. Eric Musco just ignores. Mr. Musco, I think it's time that you really do what you're being paid for. You're a great guy, don't get me wrong. You and Keith are nice people. But there seems to be a communication break somewhere where you only talk to certain people, and in this day and age, anyone that sends you an email, I think, should get a reply just for courtesy. But apart from that, there's not much more for Star Wars: The Old Republic in 2018. Now, here's the big question: Would I recommend you to play Star Wars: The Old Republic in 2018 from June onwards? Definitely not. Most definitely not. Can I give you an answer for next year? No, I can't. But it's not looking good. There's a lot of other games out there that have a paid service just like this, but the content is ripe. They are releasing content on a minimum of every 3 months. The content is not a small one flashpoint thing. It's proper content. And this is where this game has failed so hard. It's let down its entire player base. And I just feel so sorry for every subscriber in this game. Well, I don't really feel sorry for them, but some of them just play the cartel market, and as stupid as those people are, you're going to learn very, very soon, within the next 12 to 18 months, that anything you have spent on the cartel market may be gone. Because this game is running on fumes, and it needs a complete turnaround. Maybe they need to do a Star Wars 2 with a new engine, with real multiplayer stuff, real space battles. Not an engine that crumbles when 16 people go into an area. Not an engine that crumbles if you're trying to do world PvP with 50, 60 people. The game is... It was a great concept. Don't get me wrong, this game was a very, very good concept. But from the word go, it just did not have the right start. The engine is the problem. ESO runs on. I believe it is the Hero engine, but it's a final version of the Hero engine. And Star Wars started off on a beta alpha version. So it just tells. Like, they went in for an alpha version of Hero and built it on the ground, to the ground up from that. And when you run alphas, everybody knows that it's not the proper thing. There's a lot missing, and it showed. The cracks have been showing since 2012, where millions of people quit, and it's never regained its fame. That's it today, folks. If you like the video, give us a thumbs up. Just remember, I will not be enabling comments due to the Unholy Alliance and influencer people that bomb people's videos. They leave silly comments. And that's it today, folks, and we will see you next time. Thank you for tuning in.